What is up, guys? I'm Mikey31 here, bringing a Madden 15 video. A rare online ranked game these days. Had a lull in the online league schedule, so I fired up a game to take this custom playbook that I just finished for a test drive. I'm posting it on the Madden share. I'll do a video on it probably right after this. It's a short one, and I'll explain what exactly it is as far as the type of playbook that I created. But where to even begin? Keep in mind when you watch how this guy plays, this guy has won well over 200 games. Around 260, actually, if I remember correctly. All this guy does, literally, and you'll see it when I have the previous play information up, he calls 4-6 cover 3 drop every single down, regardless of what I come out in. And he's beaten 260 knuckleheads doing this. Unfortunately for him, he's not playing knucklehead, he's playing me, and I am going to make his life a living hell. You can play 4-6 cover 3 drop all you want. Be prepared to be shredded. Plain and simple. He started out using his safety. He's going to give that up really quick as I'm just busting right up the damn seams, flooding the field at multiple levels with multiple vertical threats. He's going to get to a point where he'll very quickly ditch trying to user control the deep safety, and he's going to end up having himself a pretty hard time. Now, why do I bring this up? I bring this up because this is a reflection on what is wrong with too many Madden online gamers. Too many Madden online gamers are like this. You have a percentage of online Madden gamers and Madden gamers in general, like myself and a lot of you watching, and a lot of you who I interact with in online leagues and in my league chat streams and on, Facebook league forums and GroupMe league forums. You have a certain percentage of people who understand football, know football, love football, and love to play it out in the virtual environment, as well as their skill level and their knowledge allows them to do. That's fine, that's cool, that's great. You have people who play the game that, may not be overly savvy as far as the, intricacies of the sport. They're just your garden variety, everyday football fan that wants to play a video game. They want to enjoy their time and have some fun. Nothing wrong with that. A video game should be fun, At the end of the day, we're playing with glorified toys here. This is, leisure. If whatever you're playing isn't providing you a value for your entertainment dollar, you probably should be doing something else at that time. And then you have the Madden gamer, who's a combination of a fan of Madden, enjoys playing the game, obviously enjoys watching the NFL, but when it comes to the game, they just want to trick around. They may be tournament gamers, they may be just, guys who just want to pick up the sticks and play freestyle just for the hell of it. Whatever. And these, unfortunately, are the guys that give the Madden player a bad rap. I know why this guy is playing the way he's playing, and so do you. He fired up some YouTube video of, one of the Prima Guide guys or someone advertising an ebook or putting up, a tips guide, and came across a video where someone said, this setup is the best setup in the game. It stops everything, and you'll win lots and lots of ranked games. You'll collect lots and lots of MUT coins from winning MUT games and bask in your social reject glory. Ironically enough, I like watching Gibbs and Farls. I think they're funny guys. They come across as nice peasant dudes. And, they're professional gamers. I don't fault them for what they do. They are going to focus on whatever the hell works, regardless of why it works. And when it's, plastered all over the internet, what ends up happening when you get into a lobby game or a ranked game is chimpanzee football, monkey see, monkey do. Everyone plays exactly the same. And it really boils down to, when you get to that level, of who can do exactly the same better than the other guy, combined with who gets the most breaks. They don't care about how or why something is working. All they care about is that it works. Whether it makes logical football sense is secondary to them. I think the game, however, is evolving away from that. Someone might argue it's evolving that way in an effort to level the playing field, quote unquote, but I don't look at it like that. The AI of the game should be strong enough where someone doesn't feel like they have an artificial advantage based on who they're using. Someone should have just as much of a chance to compete using a defensive lineman or pass rusher on defense as someone who is using a linebacker or a safety. You can only control one guy, so the other 10, your other 10 buddies out there, have to be able to do their jobs. The problem arises is when you start getting into the exploitive stuff, the stuff that's a pain in the behind, the stuff that breaks the AI. It can lead to a very irritating experience. It used to be that, not a whole heck of a lot of people knew what all the overpowered plays and what all the exploits were, but, in a social media and YouTube world, that stuff gets out very quickly and you run into it a lot sooner if you're someone who plays online regularly. I mean, for me, online ranked games serve only 2 or 3 real purposes. One, it'll let you know exactly what's wrong with the game, because online ranked and lobby games will tell you really fast what the game can and cannot handle. 2, it's useful for developing play recognition and user skills. The only way you're going to get better at things like route recognition, reading coverages, and all that stuff is to play live people and to play good competition on a consistent basis. Now, unfortunately, in an online ranked or lobby environment, you don't really have much control over the type of competition or quality of competition you're playing, but at least going up against a human will give you a more variable dynamic as opposed to playing against a CPU. And there he goes again. He just will not get out of that defense no matter how. Here's what I don't understand. You're being just laced all over the field playing that stupid 4-6 cover 3 drop, and you're not changing. Now, why isn't he changing? Because he does not understand why he's failing. He just knows that he saw it on a YouTube video or saw it in a guide and says, damn it, I'm going to do it too. And then what he'll do is that he'll go to the comment section of the video that he watched or of the ebook that he purchased and rant and rave about how bad they suck. No, it's you that does not know what they're doing. And if there's one thing that I do tell the Game Changer guys, I don't get too involved into that kind of stuff, but when I do, the one thing that I, try to pound home for, those guys to do what they do as far as interacting with who they interact with, is that the game should make you suffer if you don't understand what the hell you're doing when it comes to football. Now, I get it. You don't want to make the game impossible for people. And I'm largely preaching to the choir here for the most part, but this ain't the easiest sport in the world to play and play well without organization and practice. So if you're a guy who picks up the sticks online and you're getting smashed because you're hanging on to the ball too long, you can't read safeties, you can't identify fronts, don't be running to the forums complaining and begging for a patch. Get your butt into that skills trainer and onto the practice field. Pick the brains of guys like yours truly and other guys in the football gaming community that have a football acumen, and learn the sport. And your stick skills will be gravy. It'll be the cherry on top of your knowledge of the sport. That's the way it should be. Not everyone's going to have the same talent level playing the game. Players are going to be better than others. But with a good, foundation of knowledge, you'll always give yourself a chance to compete. And our friend here in this game, he actually made an adjustment. I was shocked. He brought a cover zero blitz and stopped me for once. So he has the ball now, and here we're entering the desperation portion of our programming. And you see Aaron Rodgers throw a UFO there. And I'm playing my 3-4 scheme that I posted about a couple of weeks ago. And it's going well. I'm very happy with it. And I'm really happy with the custom playbook that I've put together. I think you guys will really enjoy it. I suppose I'll spill the beans now, since I pretty much have said what I wanted to say, and there's still some game left here. What I did was engage in some really serious football junkie, football degenerate, borderline social degenerate behavior. I've had Mike Martz's 99-2000 Rams playbook on my computer for a very long time, and I've always wanted to just copy it. I've always wanted to go through that 411-page playbook and basically just copy it over to Madden, NCAA, and APF. I've been wanting to do that for years. So I finally had some downtime while watching the NBA playoffs, and I decided to multitask. I'll watch the NBA playoffs all day, and I will knock this sucker out too at the same time. And I did it. I'm very proud of it. I think it's the best one I've ever done. I had to make some concessions to modernity. I had to use shotgun empty sets as opposed to the under center. And I replaced, I didn't really replace, but I kind of split the single back sets between single back and pistol in order to get what I feel would capture the flavor of that offense the best. And I'll post that on Madden Share in a little bit and do a video upload on it and talk about it some. So I hope you guys enjoy. This guy's gonna cry uncle. And that will do that for this video commentary. I'll have to hear your guys' thoughts, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.